So what we're going to do now is we're going to paint in the bridge. I'm going to use the large rigger brush, and I'm doing a bit at a time. I'm going to use some raw sienna. We'll do a little bit at a time. Raw sienna over there, look. Just dab some different colours in, dabba do, look. Just want a variety of colour in the stonework here. Now I want some Payne's grey and a bit of red. Darkening this here a bit. That will be sufficient there, I think. Now it should be a third dry. I'm going to use the one knife. I'm going to just test it. I'm using the corner, and I'm going to move paint to get some stone. That seems fine. It's not soaking in. So I'm getting the effect of some stones, look, for the bridge. It's so easy. We'll do this side here, but do a little bit at a time. Now let's get this arch done. So there we are, look. Get the shape of the arch in there. Drying nicely here, so we put a few more stone marks in. Leave that for the moment. We'll carry on with the rest of the wall. Raw sienna. There's a nice wall across here. I want this to be a bit lighter because it's behind the bridge. Two bits of colour in there. But it should be a third dry, don't forget. Otherwise, when you scrape it out with the knife, you just get a blob. And here we go again. Create the effect of stones. These stone walls have lasted for years. They're actually two walls linked together with some cross members. There's the wall. Now we need to put the arch underneath. So some Payne's grey, some of the colour I want. There's an arch underneath the wall there. I'm doing that a dark colour. I'm leaving a few little bits of paper uncovered, look, where the light's hitting as I come down to the base of the wall, base of the arch rather. So with the rigger again, I'm going to emphasise with lights and darks the stonework here. A little bit of shadow around these rocks. There's a little path down here. Just a little bit of grey will do for that. A little bit of Payne's grey, maybe a touch of white. It's actually the path that leads up to the bridge. So I'm using a bit of purple that's already mixed with a little bit of white. There's a path there that comes over the bridge. Right, let's put in the snowbank. I want some blue with a little touch of red, matching the colours of the sky, but quite light. And I'm going to just go across here, look, and just touch a bit of colour down here. That's too dark. Dip it in the water. Over here, we'll do the same, look. A little bit underneath the bridge. Now round to the round brush, and I'm going to pick out with a bit of blue and Payne's grey the bank. Just doing a dot dash again. And using the side of the brush, I'm just twitching up, look, and blending that colour in like that. There's a bit of field over there. Let's pick out this edge of the bank. Sweep that up like that, look. So that's the bank rough out. All I'm doing at this stage is putting on the undercoat. What we're going to do now is we're going to put in the fast flowing beck. So I want a bit of cobalt blue. I'm using the round brush for this. Now what I've done, I've put masking fluid to get the white of the paper preserved to represent white water. So I can paint over the top of that with some blue. Just using the side of the brush. I'll add some other colours to the blue in a moment. Let's add a little bit of green to it and a bit of Payne's grey. We'll have some darker colour over here. Some darker colour here. Bit of sap green. A little bit of Payne's grey. I'm working back from the riverbank just to get some darker colour, some depth in the painting. I think that will suffice. And we need to dry that now, then we'll remove the masking fluid. I'm going to use my finger now to take the masking fluid off, to highlight the white of the water. And what we've got to do now is put in the rocks. So I'm using a 3/4 flat and a mix of raw sienna and burnt sienna. And we'll put in the rocks. There's groups of rocks here, edging the bank. So look, I'm trying to copy it faithfully, not near enough. All I'm doing is bending my wrists like that to create the rock shapes. Again, when you're doing it, don't try and copy them exactly. What you're creating is an impression. Large group down here. Some up here. Now we need some red, alizarin crimson and Payne's grey. I want a dark colour. You can use the full width of the 3/4 flat, or you can use a corner of it. Now, how far do these rocks come out into the water? That's what I'm looking at. Right, what we'll do now is get the wonder knife, and we'll just move the paint to create some light bits on the rocks. Then I'll show you a little useful tip. This wonder knife has changed my life. I can do things with it I can't do with a brush, and it's so easy and quick. Right, that will do there. There's some rocks roughed out. Now we're going to do exactly the same with the other side. Now what I've got here is a water-soluble crayon. I've dipped it in the water and it's gone nice and soft, I hope. Usually takes 2 or 3 minutes. So all I'm going to do is to draw with it. It's great for putting highlights on rocks. If you make a mistake in your sky, you get a hard edge, you can take it out with this very, very easily. Remember when we were young and we had cycle repair kits? Well, think of this as an art repair kit. If you make a mistake, you can take it out. There we are. Now, what we've got over here, we've got a little broken down stone wall and a couple of shrubs. So we need to put them in now. So again, I'll use the 3/4 flat, but I'll use the corner of it. So it's down here, let's get the angle right. It's coming from here, and there's a few broken down rocks, like that. And again, we'll use the wonder knife, and we'll just move the paint, put some light bits on. So we'll just put these saplings in. There's one there, one coming up there like that. Just going to edge that wall there, give it a sharp edge. I'm going to put a bit of a dot dash I'm going to do coming down here into the snow. See these little bits that give it finish. Just dot dash. I'm going to edge the riverbank there, look, while I've got it in my hand. Now, see these here? They're underneath there. You see the end of that where they've been growing. There's a few little ones there. Bit of shadow down there in the snow. Bit of blue here. This is called puddle painting. You've already got paint on the brush. I just want a bit of that blue that's there, and I'm just flicking that up there. Now, I'm coming to the round brush again, and I'm going to put a little bit more colour up here. That's it, look. Bit more there, bit down there. Right, now we've got most of the painting done. I need to go around now and refine it. I want some depth in these trees. Bit of Payne's grey, a bit of red. I need a bit of depth in here, so I'm just dabbing some paint on, look. Dab, 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 just to give it a 3-dimensional field. Don't be frightened of it, just dab it on like that, look. Dab, dab, dab. Dab, dab, dab. And then we'll just push it around with quick actions, look. It just gives it definition, makes the snow stand out more, gives the tree a bit of form. That makes a difference, doesn't it? There, like that. I'm going to just add a bit more dark in this water. A little bit coming down here. I don't just want it all blue. I'm just having a good wiggle. I'm going to darken that a bit round here where it's in the rocks, down here. See these little bits, people say don't fiddle. To me, you see, it's the fiddling that matters. I look at a painting over a 2-week period and I make some changes. I might put, you know, an extra sheep or something in, or whatever I feel is necessary. Now very, very quickly, I'm just going to edge the riverbank. Not the riverbank, the path. There's a fence over here, look. I'll put that in. What's a gate, really? I'm just edging it round here. See these little things that make the difference. There's the other end of that wall there. I'm going to put a bit of snow in the wall, and there'll be snow on the top of the wall. And I want to make the arch distinctive, so I'm going to use a bit of white. Right, now for these blessed sheep. Payne's grey, burnt sienna. Let's have a look. We'll have one here. Look, all we do is we do horseshoes. There's another horseshoe here, another one over here. This sheep's is looking to the right. So you extend the horseshoe like that, and a triangle for the head. This sheep's looking to the left. Extend it like that, triangle for the head. Legs are optional, but if they're in long grass or snow, you mightn't see them, but I'm told there's one in each corner. So I'm putting one there, one there, one there. And very important, the shadows underneath. Bit of shadow there, look. Now we need to dry them, then we're going to turn them into white sheep. With some nice crisp white now, we're going to put the fleece on the sheep. There we are, look. Now make sure the heads are joined on or they get very upset. These are Scottish blackface. With a bit of shadow under the sheep, a bit of purple. Just gives the sheep body. I'm going to go over it again with a bit of white, crisp white. I want a bit of this nice cadmium orange and red, and I'm going to put a little bit of red on the back there. I'm not telling you what that's for, I'm too young, but the farmer and me are expecting some spring lambs. Right, we're nearly finished now, and I'm going to put a lemon in. Over here is the shape of a lemon with legs on. And there's Farmer Brown watching his sheep. Now I told you one thing that people get wrong, and that is the reflection underneath the arch. They tend to copy the same shape, and that's wrong. What you see, the reflection is a full width of the bridge. So basically, this is what the reflection would look like. It would be the full width. Break it up with a bit of white coming through. And although this is, I just class this as a quick sketch, it's given me the opportunity to show you a whole range of techniques. So let's just recap on what we've done. We started by painting the sky first of all, and we did what's called a wet and wet sky. And then we put in the mountains, painted in the tree structures, stippled in dark background, put the snow on. Then we worked on the banks using the large brush. Took off the masking fluid after we'd put the colour in, the blues for the water, and we put the rocks in, and we just added a few interesting things by painting in the sheep. And what I've tried to do is show you an awful lot of different techniques in this painting. Painting's not a gift, it's not inspiration, it's perspiration, lots of practice. I know you can do this painting. I've spent 38 years proving you can. So enjoy your painting, that's what it's all about. Happy painting, see you next time.
now available to buy. Try these techniques at home whenever you wish. The extended DVD of today's workshop is now available from the Painting and Drawing channel. For further information and to order your copy, go to www.paintingdrawingchannel.com.